Good evening, Daf Dalit Amud Aleph, 26 lines down. Itmar v'tana tuna idach Rabbi Yahya itmar. We are going back onto what Rabbi Yahya brought the case of our Mishnah as a proof to the concept that you swear by Modeh b'Mechsat. So now, Rabbi Yahya, right? So we're going to introduce something called Helach. Helach means that when someone's approached regarding money he's owed, he says, "Here it is." And it's a difference whether or not he does hilach, yani it means here it is, or if he doesn't, and we're going to go through it right now. So the case is the guy says you owe me $100, it's not only 50, and here it is. According to this right, Mishnah, it says hayav, he's chayav to still swear modeh b'miksat. Why? Hilach nami ki modeh b'miksat tatami. Even though he's saying here it is, he's still only admitting to partial of the $100 that he owes. He's saying I only 50, and therefore he'd still be hayav. And therefore Bechia brings this as another proof. Our Mishnah, the case of the Talet, we're showing that each guy is holding each half, and that's like a Eidim that belongs to you. And therefore, it's as if each guy is saying, here's your portion, here's my portion. And we see the Mishnah says, you swear. True, proving that Bechia would hold that Modeh b'Miksat will be Chayav, even in the case of Helach. So now Rav Sheshad Amar Helach Patur. Rav Sheshad says that Helach, in the case of Helach, you're Patur from Shavua. Why? Because once he says here it is, it's already considered belonging to the lender. Therefore, the guy says you owe me $100. He says, no, I don't. I owe you 50. I owed you 50, and he gave him the $50 bill. So now the contention's on the last 50. He's not admitting to that second 50. The first 50 is already considered paid off, and now the last 50 that's in contention is considered like a different claim. And therefore, there's no modeh b'miksat, there's no partial confession. So, how does the command the lender already took it? But the other 50 that's still being claimed, there's no admission. Therefore, since there's no admission to that, there should be no shivua according to Rav Sheshat. Shlomo says, okay, but then we just brought our Mishnah as a proof that there is a case of chiyuv by Helach. So now Rav Sheshat Kashim our Mishnah is a question against him. No, no. We brought down earlier. It's a takana of Chachamim to make a shivua so people don't take other people's stuff. Mar says ve'idach, and according to Rechia, how would he explain that? In takana Chachamim, yes, it is a takana Chachamim by not really modeh b'miksat. Umihu. In general, our Mishnah makes sense only if you say there is a chiyuv of shivua by modeh b'miksat doraita, but from the Torah. Because then Chachamim can make a shivua that's similar to the Doraita halacha. But if you only hold that really Doraita modeh b'miksat in the case of Helech will be patur, Chachamim make a shivua that's only in Rabbanan with no source in the Torah. Question against Reb Chia. Okay, we have a question against Reb Chia. Against Rav Sheshat, the question against Rav Sheshat. Now we're asking a question against Rabbi Chia. Sila'im dinarin. Guy pulls out on paper. It says you owe me coins. It doesn't establish how much it is. Minimum, obviously, is 2. Maveh omer hamesh. The lender says you owe me 5 coins. Ve'loveh omer shalosh. I'll owe you 3. So Rashba Omer, Rashbin Belazar says that since you admitted to partial of the loan, he says 5, you say 3, you swear. No, the guy, it's as if he's returning a lost item. He didn't have to say 3, he could have said 2. To the fact that he's saying 3, because he could have been believed by 2, because the star doesn't say anything except for multiple, which is 2. So since he said 3, it's like he's returning a lost item, he's doing you a favor, and therefore he's patur from swearing. So now, how do we see, however? Rabbi Rashba holds that since you admitted your chayav is to swear. That really sounds like only because he said 3, but if he would have said 2, he'd be patur. And the reason why patur is because it's like a case of helach, because the star is saying 2. Ushmamina helach patur. We're trying to bring a proof that helach is patur from swearing. The other really 2 would be chayav. Why mention 3? To exclude Rabbi Kiva, who says that it's the guy is being a tzaddik and saying 3 to be patur. Therefore, teaching you to know it's still considered model mitzat, even 3, not just 2, and you'd be chayav. So now the Gemara says, if the bigger hidush technically would be 2, and we're teaching you something else by 3, then it's just that even if he says 3, right? Not only 2, but even 3. How come he says only because he said 3? Right? It doesn't make sense that it sounds like he's excluding a case of 2 that you'd be patur from swearing. Kumar says the olam shtayim patur, really 2 patur. The Behelach chayav, in the case of Helach, he would be a chayav. Meshani Ahad the Mesiah Daf. The reason over here why in the case of 2 patur is because the document is a proof. You have no reason to believe otherwise, except for the claim. The document is backing you up. It says no, doesn't say amount of coins, so it sounds like it would be 2. The shtar document is like a lien on property, because a document that has a loan on it is lien on property. And there is no swearing by karka. Okay, people ask this question from a different part of the Braita. Rabbi Akiva says that you are like returning a lost item in your patur from swearing. Sounds like only reason why patur because he said 3, but 2 be chayav. And shtar is like a helach. Therefore, we see in general helach be chayav. Question against Rav Sheshat. Gemara says that. Really 2 would be patur. Behind the tension, why mention 3? To exclude Rabbi Shmuel Lazar, right? The exact inverse of what we said earlier. Amar Madin said Batana Chayav, that be considered a Madin Misad be Chayav. Mashmalan to Mesiah Daf patur. Therefore, Rabbi Akiva tells us it's like returning a lost item and you patur from swearing. How can I be stubborn? I can even prove with you. Because you're using the 2 would be Chayav. Why would Rabbi Akiva say you're patur? We would be concerned that the guy is trying to sketch the system, because he says, he might say, if I say 2, I'll be chayav shavua because madam misat. What I'll do, I'll say 3. I'll be considered like I'm returning something that's lost. I'll be treated as a hero for admitting 3, and I'll be patur from swearing. Therefore, it must be that 2 also patur. So now this is a question against Rabbi Chia that holds that madam misat will be chayav by helach. Where it says Shani happened to come and say the shara, we brought this answer before because it's different. It's not a regular case of halach, because over here the shtar backs him up. Another answer is, again, since it's a lien on property, we don't swear when there are liens on property. Let's say the guy says that you owe me items, utensils, and land. If he admitted regarding the items, but he denied the land. He admitted to the land, but denied the utensils. Patur, he's patur from swearing, because moded mitzat does not apply when there is land involved. Patur, if he admitted to part of the land, patur. Mesat kelim hayab, but if he admitted to part of it, hayab, because he has to swear the moded mesat on the rest of the kelim. Ta'amad, they claim the karakot. The reason why patur in the other first 2 cases is because there's denial going on with land. The karka lav ba'at shavua, because you can't swear by land. But in the case where there would be kelim and kelim similar to a case of kelim and karakot, you'd also be chayav there. Kelim is the case. Lav da'amar lehelach sounds like in the case where he says, "Here is your land." If you were to say, I'm denying utensils, but I admit to the land, and here is the land, because every case of land is technically helach, because the land's not going anywhere; it's always in front of you. We see from here that helach would be chayav in shvua by moded mesat. Where it says not a good proof against Rav Sheshat. Even in case of kelim and kelim items also patur. The reason why, and the reason why patur is because of helach. But over here, why would you be chayav in a case of kelim and karkaot is to teach you that modem misad by kelim is chayav even when there's karka involved, meaning you take the kelim shivua that you're swearing and throw it onto the karka as well, the land as well. My kamash land zokakin, what are you teaching us? That you're able to roll the shivua, that you could tie the shivua from one thing to the next? Talina, we already know that. We can drag the shivua from karka to things that are from movable property, utensils, onto things that are karka. We already know that. True. Over there in Mishnah, in the Shivot that we just quoted, that's the main source. Over here, we mentioned it. Mentioned it. We're bringing it up, but it's true. We know it already, but we're just bringing it up over here. Now, another question. According to the Rosh Hashanah, who holds that the case of Helach is patur. Why would you need a pasuk to teach you that? Right, so you know that in Mesiah Shavuot it says that the pasuk teaches you that there's no shavua by karka. So the Gemara says, one second, if you hold helach patur, I don't need a pasuk to teach me that karka is patur. All cases the helach are patur. Gemara says right? All cases the karka are helach. Gemara says amalach isricha hechad dechavar borot shichin ma'arot. In the case of land where the guy ruined the land or did construction to the land and dug something in it, you would still need you might think that there's a shivua because it's not the same land that he got, and therefore it teaches you even though that the guy changed the land, it's still considered helach. In the case where the guy claimed utensils and land, the different answer is another situation where there's no helach when the guy admitted to the utensils but denied the land. Also, in that case, would be patur, even though it's a case of mudav misat, because we still consider it karka. Okay, Tashma. Right, we know the shomer who denies the item that he's watching. All four shomrim, different types of shomrim. We'll go through them right now. If they denies that they watched that the item they had was not there anymore or lost, whatever it is, we need it to be a partial admission and a partial denial. What are the four watchmen? The guy who's doing it for free, the unpaid watchman, the borrower, the paid one, and the renter. That's the case. Sounds like even in the case situation where he said, "Here is the item," meaning you lent me an item. You only lent me you only left me $50, not $100, and here it is. So it sounds like even in the case of Helach, you'd be swearing. That's the case of the Torah saying by Shomrim. Says that's not the situation. The guy tells them, I told you to watch 3 of my cows. And all of them died because you were negligent. And therefore you should be chayav. And the watcher tells him back, no, really, one of the cows never happened. You only gave me 2 cows to watch. One of them died through an accident, therefore I should patur. And one died through my negligence. I was negligent on one of them. And I therefore have to pay for you. Pay that back. The lav helachu in that case is not considered helach because he's saying I still have to pay you for that one. And that's why in that case of the Torah, the general case of Shomrim in the Torah, you're chayav shivua because it's not considered a case of helach because it's not here.